So here we are getting to Friday, this beautiful sunny day here in February. It was 53 degrees, really nice and cold morning, but that's not really cold for you guys up north. We went fishing last week and caught about an 80 or 90 pound swordfish. That was really great. So we're gonna keep working on this 450 gallon tank build. Alex has been working on drilling out the overflow boxes for the back of the aquarium. It's dried up really nicely. The glass is super clean. You can tell from this side it's low iron, and you can see even here with the silicone, look how strong that silicone is, really intense. The seams look really good. Plans for the project is here. Joe has all the plans for the whole entire thing, all the MEP. So it really helps out a lot having all the blueprints for everything with the aquarium. Here's a kind of spatial layout of it. There's your frames and all that we did before. So what we're gonna do today is basically a setup of what the interior of the Rock-Scaping is going to be looking like. The client was wondering how the aquarium will look with the dry Rock-Scape to begin with. This particular aquarium is going to have visual on the front. There's going to be about 6 or 7 inches on the side, and this will be cabinetry here. So you won't see the side, but it gives you an idea of how we're putting the Rock-Scape together. So we're going to get the safety glasses on and gloves, because all of this rock is kind of abrasive to your hands and everything. We have a whole selection of the Aquaroche. I usually buy a lot of it at one time so that we always have it on supply here. One of the things I've liked to do and that we've been doing is getting some flat plateaus set up inside the Rock-Scape that we're doing here. And I'm gonna feature kind of going vertical on the sides more so, and then a nice valley of open area for the fish and the corals and the sand. You know, you might put a Jurassic clam in the middle of it, so it could become a really long-term viable reef. Usually I'll pick a bunch of the Marco Rock base pieces that are of similar elevations and try to get them in a space where they're not rocking too much. Every time you do it, it's going to be a little bit different, but it gives you an idea of how you could start up some plating pieces and get some elevation. So that one's a little too tall. You know, you're going to have this edge too, so you're going to have the ability to lean rock in on the edges as well. But that should be probably pretty good for a starting foundation. Again, foundation rocks down that are really solid, maybe not rocking around as much, because once you do it, you don't want to take it down. You're not going to do this 6 times. You're going to do it kind of one time and really go at it in a way that is long term. Look at that. Perfect, right? Nice and solid, isn't going to go anywhere. Let's take a couple pieces here, maybe here. This one's got a nice hole in the middle of it right there. And the more contact points you have, the more open the rock structure becomes. And I go down this selection. I mean, this is a really nice right corner piece. You see this flat area here, and the way it's built, it has this flat edge here, and the back side of it's flat here. So this one's probably pretty heavy, might be like 40 pounds. And normally you're gonna be doing this inside of the aquarium. If I had the wall here to go on to where the visual is, I would actually push this over further. We have less contact areas. We only have 3 areas where the rock is touching on the bottom. So there's area for the fish to swim in and out and through and hide and sleep at night. And then boom, we just already took up the whole elevation of the aquarium with this unique rock that has all these areas. Every one of these spots you could plant corals on and have them grow. That's pretty good. That gives us a good elevation. This one here might be better off. Let's use this one and see what we got here. Usually the guys are just passing the rock up. Gio does a really good Rock-Scape. Joe's pretty good at it too, but you know, everybody's gonna do it a little bit differently. These are really cool because they have this big arch on them. And again, you're just imagining this because again, it's not filled with water yet, but this might be a way to give you a lot of space. I mean, if you look at that, that gives you just a whole area of caves and areas to plant different types of corals. Depends on if you're gonna do a soft coral or a stony coral, but that gives you a really cool landscape from that side. You know, I don't wanna overdo it. This is another really great piece, look at that. It just has all this space. You still have room to clean the glass. Again, this piece will probably go over more, so we'll have more of a valley in the middle. So let's keep it a little bit light. Maybe I'll take some branch pieces and we'll put some branch pieces up and around too. So there's a lot of things you can do with these branches. Look at that. I got elevation all the way up to the water line right now. Let's do another piece or two over here. Here's another piece here. And there's more and more of it that you can do to really get a great aquascape. That's pretty good. Maybe I'll get another branch and put it up here and get some more elevation. There's plenty of open area. There's plenty of open area for the fish and the corals to thrive and grow for years to come. Let me get another branch piece in the back. Branch pieces are just great. And these guys here really give you some serious ability to aquascape. I mean, just look at that. And bam. When you walk into the room, I think you're coming in this way. So we have a larger foundational area of rock, but lots of swim-throughs, lots of open area, hundreds of places to glue your corals down. Even if you want to do another branch rock here, you could put one in that space, or you could hang one over here. So lots of fun ahead. We'll keep tracking the aquarium build. Next week, I'll try to do some of the glass installation inside the aquarium and the overflow boxes on the outside of it. Those should be built for next week. But yeah, lots of fun putting the rock together. So that swordfish we got was right next to the boat. He was jumping. The guys were yelling at me to move the boat the other way. We brought it in the boat, a nice 80, 90 pounder, beautiful little guy. We staked that up and barbecued that on Wednesday for the whole office. We got the blue cheese right there. We got the pesto, and we got vegetables on top. And then we have some steak for the landlubbers. You know that Josh can eat for about 4 people. Let's serve it up. Are you guys hungry?
Yes, I'm starving.
Whoa!
Now we're talking.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh, we gotta lose an onion!
Yummy. Oliver, what you looking at? You looking at that steak up there?
Look, I have barely any leftovers. Josh came back twice. He's eaten so much food that we call him now El Gordo. The chef always eats last. So remember to like, subscribe, and be here early for your fish next time.